One of the things I really hated about college, specifically undergrad, was all of the gen ed requirements that I had to take. Like, I wanted to be an English teacher. Why do I have to take kickboxing? My name is Dr. Amy Stewart. I have been in education for over 20 years. And in this video, and we're going to be talking about the value of high interest tutoring when it comes to preparing your kids for college. Now, my priority is the high interest. My priority is helping your kids run after things that bring them joy, opportunities for them to explore their passions and have space for things that they just really like doing in life, right? There's so many bad things that are out here in this world. Like let's find them something that they actually like. And so am I going to help your kids get ready for the SATs? No. Like, truth be told, I actually never took my SATs and I have a whole doctorate. So there's that. I'm not going to be helping them like write college essays, things like that. However, why is it important that your kids understand the idea of high interest when it comes to college? If I understood the value of my interests, I would have been taking classes in it. I would have been figuring out how to infuse it into my future career. And so you have many of us, we are spending, we spent tens of thousands of dollars to go to college. And I would probably say 75% of it didn't actually have anything to do with our career. And I'm specifically talking about undergrad. Once you get into grad school for like master's degrees and doctorates, it gets a little more specific. And then I don't know anything about like med school and lawyer and all that sort of thing. But it's like it kind of like funnels down more specific when it's like the higher up you go. But then why do I need to get an associate's, or why do I need to get a bachelor's degree if really I'm not going to get to the meat and potatoes of my industry until like my senior year or well into my master's degree? And because us at this level, we're not really able to impact higher education. Like if your kid wants to be a teacher or wants to be a nurse, like they're going to have to take all these classes they don't want to take. But we can set them up for success with that. When kids understand something that is of high interest to them and they have a goal for it, all right, they are much more willing to push through and trudge through. Like when I see these nursing students, there is no way. I don't want to help people in that fashion that much that I would study and memorize all of that stuff. There's no way. One of my roommates in college, she was going to school to be a physical therapist, and I remember her taking kinesiology twice. And I remember sitting on the couch helping her with flashcards. And I thought to myself, there's no way her and I are about to both get bachelor's degrees. There's no way. Like she's working way harder than I am to get this bachelor's degree. And I just remember thinking, like, wow, why? Like, why is she doing this? Because it was something of interest to her. And once you had that fire in you of something that you're really interested and passionate about, she was interested in fitness. She was always working out. Like it was something that she was excited about. Now she pushed through those classes, even though they were really hard because it was a requirement for the degree for the career she was looking for. So pushing through all these science classes, as anybody in the medical field, I was an English major, like secondary ed, right? And one of the classes we had to take was called literary analysis. And they make you wait until your junior or senior year. Most of us waited till our senior year. And the lady was really hard. I don't even remember her name. She had these like little Lisa Loeb glasses and the red lipstick. And yeah, she was a little tiny thing. But when I tell you, like we shook when she walked in the room. Like she was something. I remember her walking in the first day and she said, if you're not an English major, go on and get your drop slip. And I was like, oh, she did not play with us. And I remember like people leaving her office crying. I heard stories about people not being able to student teach because she flunked them. But I want you to know something. I got an A. And when I tell you, I'll never forget, I was sitting in my mom's house and I'm checking my grades online and I saw that I had an A and I cried. Like that class was so hard. And it pushed me so hard to become a great writer and a researcher and an analytical thinker. And I did it because I wanted to be a teacher. I knew that if I did not get through this, I was not going to have the goal at the end. Now, same student, biology. I think I got a D in it. And I was okay with that. And but when I tell you, I couldn't bring myself to do it. I would fall asleep in her class every day, sitting in the second row, had the nerve to be dozing off. Like it was not something that I was interested in doing. And if I could have gotten out of it, I would. And I knew that a passing grade wasn't going to be a requirement. Like I just had to get through it. Like I just had to just a D, because skirt by that literary analysis class, I had to have at least a C, if not a B, in order to student teach. And when your girl came out with an A, like I was like, it taught me about endurance. And actually, I ended up really liking that class because I learned something new, but I would not have pushed as hard if it wasn't a requirement to be a teacher. I wanted to be a teacher so bad. I was literally willing to do anything to make it happen. That is why it's important for our kids to understand uh what brings them joy. And it's important that we offer it space, that we make it a priority, just as important as SAT score. It's just as important as getting accepted into college. It really is, because that needs to be the driving force, not because, oh, I want to get a safe job, because you end up in a safe job, safe, right? Then you just are there for the benefits. Then you just stay there because you're scared you won't get another job. You stay there because you're working on your pension. Like, that is no way to live. You get wrapped up in those jobs and you stay because what else are you going to do? Like, it was never, your interests were never a priority. Paying the bills was a priority. Making sure you have health insurance is me running after the desires of my heart, not a priority. But with high interest tutoring, that is the only focus that I have, is that your kids get excited and fired up about something, and that is going to be the thing that is going to pull them through every ignorant professor they're going to come across, every little bully that they come across at a party, a college party, every every test, every concept that they don't understand, every little thing, every little hurdle that they need to go through. It's going to be worth it, because the end goal is going to be something that is wrapped up in their joy. So for more information on how to help your teens set goals, specifically ones that are tied into their joy and their passions and their interests, check out the link below.